so I'm here with Flemming Gyldenhammer, the man with the most epic name ever from Steelseries. Okay. Thank you so much for your time.
Sure.
So what can we look forward to from Steelseries going forward? What sort of products can we look forward to?
Yeah, well, recently, or yesterday, we had a global launch of a new mouse, which we find epic and very competitive. So this is the first thing we're going to introduce for the South African market here as well. And new headsets will coming up, which will be mainly more in the high end, which will be pretty pricey, I guess, for this kind of market.
Yeah.
But we have seen that the South African market is growing, and we see that the economy is growing. That's why we are here now to enter the markets more strongly than we have been doing before.
Excellent.
We have been, Dan and I have been looking into all kind of statistics back in Denmark, where we are looking, hey, so what's happening, and actually, why is the community in South Africa always showing up suddenly? We've never seen that before. So we said maybe it's time to do serious stuff here down here. So that's why we are basically here.
Oh, fantastic! Excellent. Well, thank you for coming.
Sure,
it's nice having you down here. Okay, what kind of new innovations are you guys working on that we're going to see in the coming generations?
Yeah, so product-wise, we definitely will look into still do the products even more innovative in terms of sound and the way you interface with the game. So we talk to game publishers, how can you eventually control the game differently. So we are looking into all kind of technologies of that, improving the sound experience and the gaming experience. That's basically what we're doing, right?
Right. Yeah.
And from the basic things from the interface of mouse to be more precise and faster, to basically control your games through iris controls and iris and voice recognition stuff like that.
Oh, fantastic! Excellent.
Yeah.
And I mean, talking about that precision and stuff, obviously the eSports guys use that quite extensively. We know you guys are very involved with eSports in South Africa. What do you see in the South African market that makes you excited from an eSports perspective?
From eSports, I think it's an emerging country in our perspective, and we see this the team and the games is not as strong as we see in especially in Nordic countries where we're from, and in general in Western Europe. So what we realize is that now we are going to help eSports. So we have now sponsored the team, a few other larger brands. Energy eSports, to make sure that we have a kind of a hero and a role model for how these things could happen. And we hope they're going to win here tomorrow. They have to.
They have to win.
They have to win. So and that's our first move, and we'll definitely use that as a the outgoing point for doing more in the community to make sure that the community grow. And we, of course, commercially wise, we're going to sell more products and going to build a brand.
Yeah.
But definitely, we also see a perspective in growing this community, of course.
Yeah, no, definitely. So hopefully, maybe one day, instead of seeing the Navi Steelseries, we can see some Energy Steelseries.
That's what we believe, yeah. And it's well, now they have to prove the real stuff tonight or tomorrow.
Yeah, they have to prove themselves.
So if that's gonna, I think they're definitely gonna win the Dota tournament here. So
fantastic.
So yeah, but and that would be the first move, and we'll go on to, of course, to make sure that they're gonna be dealt with as a professional team. So we'll try to make sure to have a management on board on that. So we make sure that they're going to be driving not as a younger boys just together, but it's like a real company basically.
That's so fantastic. So you're also helping them do sort of that internal building and all of that. It's not just a sponsor, not just sponsoring, but actually helping them grow
internally as well. Because we learned from back in days that you have to, otherwise it just fall apart. In a little way, said in a humoristic way. When people are getting a success, they're getting small rock stars-ish, and they get arrogant a little. They want to be themselves, and so they just leave the clan sometimes. And we want to prevent that because we learned a lot of that from back in Scandinavia.
Okay.
So we make sure that we build up some professional leaders around that team, so it's could be constant, gonna be surviving for a longer period, of course. Right?
Okay, fantastic.
Yeah.
Excellent. And then obviously, we were hoping to see Dendi. I mean, I've heard that there might be plans to bring him. Are you guys going to come back with him? Maybe?
We obviously it's about his health. We heard about that, and bronchitis is when it's chronic, he might not be able to fly for a longer period. But what we are thinking about, and we try to pitch in from the Navi team and the management, is that we either bring him or the complete team down here.
That would be amazing. Please bring the whole team. That would be fantastic.
And expensive.
Yeah. But worth it. You'd get all of South Africa gathering around.
Yeah, we actually met quite a lot of people who was quite disappointed yesterday when they realized so. And so we were. It's like the community was very much aware that he was here, more than we actually thought was possible.
Yeah, there were people who came to the expo just for that.
Yeah. So it was like, damn it, right? So.
No, definitely. Next time you have to come with the whole team.
Yeah, we will look for that.
Okay, excellent. Well, thank you so much for your time. This was fantastic.
That was a pleasure.
Excellent, thanks.
Thanks.